Well, if you didn't catch the end of the last episode, we're in a bit of a situation. It's the start of the season, we've had a decent summer in the transfer window, at least I think we have. But we have to get 10 points out of our first 5 games to avoid the sack. That's going to be tough. Hey guys, welcome back to some more Football Manager 2019. I'm Joe if you're new around here, and welcome to part 1 of season 7 of the Journeyman with Sheffield Wednesday. For now, in today's episode, we have the first match of the season against Ipswich Town, but we will be showing the first 5 league games of the season on camera because they are important. We had a board meeting at the end of the last episode, and we have to win at least 3 and draw 1 of the first 5 games. Now that is going to be incredibly difficult to do, but you know, we'll see. Now let's have a look at the transfers. There's not that many, so don't be alarmed. Well, there is actually. But a lot of them, well, a couple of them are signings by the head of youth development for the under-23s. But first of all, now I think this is perhaps our signing of the summer. Callum Wilson, 5.5 million from Aston Villa. He did play in the Premier League last year, scoring 3 in 3 for them there. Scored 6 a season before for Brighton. He's always scored despite how few games he's played, and I think he's a great player. Certainly for this level, he's going to do a good job. So yeah, I think that could turn out to be the sign of the summer. We also signed Danny Welbeck for 3.8 million from Burnley. 33 years old nowadays, but has been playing in the Premier League this whole save. And I mean, not long ago was scoring 17 goals in the Premier League. Yes, he's had a little bit more of a barren spell in the last couple of seasons, but still should do a very good job down in the Championship, and I'm looking forward to having Danny Welbeck on board. We also signed Joe Willock on a free transfer. 24 years old now, 4.5 million he's worth, 3.5 star current ability, 4-star potential. Decent attributes, not brilliant. Was on loan at Championship side Nottingham Forest last season. 6 assists and 5 goals. So if he can replicate that form this season, I'll be very, very happy. This is also a big one and a contender for sign of the summer. Gail Gomes has come in on a free transfer from Manchester United. 23 years old, very, very good attributes. Very good season in the Championship last year with title-winning Fulham, or at least promotion-winning Fulham. So that is a very good sign. He's come in on a free transfer. Could be a very good signing for us. We also signed Tony Obamwonye on loan from Arsenal. Left back, 19-year-old, already capped at under 21 level. Okay attributes, not brilliant. 3.5 star current ability, possibly 5-star potential. Done okay in pre-season, and has done very well for Arsenal in non-competitive games the last few years, which is good to see. We also signed this guy, Andreas Ashe, from Borussia Mönchengladbach for 2.2 million. 3-star ability, 5-star potential, 21-year-old German. Hasn't really played a great deal in his career, so more of a backup player, but for 2.2 million it wasn't too bad a transfer, I don't think. Those two were for the under-23s, but Ravel Morrison has come in for a free transfer. Pardon me, 31 years old now. Obviously had a very controversial career, but still 3.5 star ability, still got some decent attributes, and has been playing in Italy the last few years to varying degrees of success, but in their equivalent of the Championship did very, very well, and last year was actually in Serie C. Didn't play as well as his previous 2 years, but who knows, Ravel Morrison is a very strange player. But free transfer, you know, certainly not a bad deal, in my opinion. And we also signed a Massimo Bruno from RB Leipzig. 3.5-star ability, some really good attributes. Hasn't played a great deal, but we have just added the German league, so we can't actually see his previous 6 seasons or whatever. But I'm assuming he did okay. You know, he was still at RB Leipzig. I don't know whether that's where he starts the save. I'm presuming so. Not entirely sure, but he has joined us anyway, and hopefully he'll be a good sign. And a few outgoings to note. We've got Pelopussi, he's gone out. Azorio's gone out as well. Decordova Reed is gone. Akafor and Lundstrom and Bradley Dack all on the outgoings. Simply because we just have a massive squad, and we still do. And it's really worrying because I don't want this many players. I really don't. But we just can't get rid of them. You know, there's just a lot of players. There was a lot out on loan that have come back over the summer. And, you know, overall, I think we've improved. We're expected to finish top half, which is going to be tough for the side that finished 21st in the last season. But we might not get to see it out anyway. We've got 5 matches in which to save our job. So this is the team that we have picked for today. But look at the amount of reserves there. We've got more than 11 players in the reserves. We've got, I think that's 14 players in the reserves, which is crazy. But you know, we've got depth, I guess, but probably going to have a lot of unhappy players going throughout the season, which isn't good. But Nick Pope will start in goal. We've then got Ralston, Tiru, Amankwa and Odemwonyi at left back. We've then got Brown and Willock in midfield, with Bruno and Gomez out wide and Wilson and Maguire starting up top. A new look tactic, sort of going for the thing that I've been doing in my Newcastle stream save over on Twitch, which has worked really well. So hopefully it'll translate over to this save as well. So let's get into it. And I'm just hoping that we put in a good performance today. But, you know, ultimately we need to win. If we lose this, it's going to be nigh on impossible to hit the points target. So we definitely need to go out there and show them what we're made of, really. And make a statement of intent in this first game. It's disgraceful to see the stadium half full on the first day back. I guess that's the fans saying that they don't want me in the job. We applied for a few jobs over the summer, the Celtic job, Napoli job, Valencia. Didn't hear back from any of them, funnily enough. Yeah, it's been a long summer. But it's come to an end, and, you know, now we've got to get the results. Here's Wilson. It's away. Now here's Brown. Brown with a shot, and that's just wide. Unlucky there. We did really well in pre-season, though. I forgot to show you that. But I did actually take charge of the pre-season matches for once, just to get a feel for the squad and see whether this tactic can work. And I think it can. I thought Maguire had scored there. How did he not? But certainly a positive start here. It's going to be Gomez with the free kick into the middle. Sorry, the corner into the middle. Now Hughes gets it away. Great tackle by Odemwonyi. Really good stuff. Here's Emmanuel. Gets it forward to Hughes. Now Maxim. Hughes. Nolan boots it forward. Ball over the top is always worrying. Here's Ralston. Now Willock. Swings it out wide to Bruno now. On his debut. On this right-hand side. What's he going to do? Lose it. That's what he's going to do. Hughes gets it away. Only as far as Odemwonyi, though. Now here's Brown. Willock. It hits the bar. That was close. But never really threatened the goal. I know it hit the frame of it, but never looked like it was going in. But a positive start, you know. We've gone out there and we've dominated so far. We just need to get that goal. Joe Willock is injured. That's incredibly disappointing. Ravel Morrison is going to make his debut then in central midfield today. We'll see what he's got to offer. I know Tom Kearney's on there, but If we want to succeed, we need the new signings to bed in as quickly as possible. So Ravel Morrison will get the nod today, and hopefully he'll prove a lot of people wrong. 'Cause I can guarantee there'll have been scepticism of that signing. Here's Nolan. Now Hughes on the ball. Nolan again. Don't like how they're pushing us further and further back here. Nolan with a good ball forward. Adam Wonyi. It's a terrible header, but gets it forward. Oh, now here's Lenormand. It's away. Ralston. Tiru. What a ball that is. Callum Wilson on the ball. Oh, it's crossed and Maguire's there. Yes, 1-0 after 38 minutes. Boy, that was poor defending from Ipswich there. Terrible ball across the box, but Tiru was the man to get it forward. Wilson then lost it on the edge of the area, and then Lenormand, that was just awful. Did what Wilson was just about to do, and Sean Maguire finishes it off 1-0. And that is what we're talking about. Here's Adam Wonyi. Ravel Morrison now. 1-year again. Into the middle. It's away. Here's Brown now. Bruno, it's in. Massimo Bruno with the goal. It's 2-0 now. First goal of the season for him on his debut. That is what we like to see. Alan Brown with the assist now. He has been moaning all summer that he wants to leave. We've kept him at the club against his will, really, because he's such a good player and such an important player. So I'm absolutely fine with that. And hopefully as the season goes on, he can, I don't know, sort of grow out of his desire to move and see where we're going as a football club. Here's Gail Gomes now pushing forward. This is going to be brilliant. Sean Maguire with the goal. 3-0 on the stroke of half time. And this is a wonderful start. This is exactly what we needed at the start of this season. A really, really strong performance, and you know, we need 4 more of them, and then we can just concentrate on the season from then. I'm confident, you know, if we hit the points target, 10 out of our first 5 games, that's going to set us up really well for the rest of the season. So, you know, I'm quietly confident if we can pull it off, we're in for a good season here. I think we just were in a rut at the end of the last season, and I was out of ideas, you know, but I've had a day to sort of think about where we're going with it, bring in some new players, get rid of some of the dead wood, and you know, I think we're better for it now. The end of last season was terrible. Obviously, the last game of the season we would have won if it wasn't for the silly mistake. And I looked back on it, and I actually did it in the game beforehand as well. So it wasn't just that game that I'd completely messed up, but the other game, it didn't cost us. So we were quite fortunate in the end there. But because if we didn't get the point against Middlesbrough, I'm not sure what would have happened. Maybe we would have went down. I can't quite remember what the permutations were. I'm going to bring Danny Welbeck on for his debut as well. Callum Wilson, not that impressive today. The only one of the new signings that hasn't really done a lot yet. But look at that defensively, which is really good. Only 1 shot so far from the opposition. You gotta say, it's looking good, and if it looks like this at the end of the season, we'll definitely take it. Hopefully it will. Here's Welbeck. Now Ralston forward to Soloth. Back to Ralston. Gets it forward towards Danny Welbeck. Danny Welbeck with a chance. Oh, that was a big chance on your debut to just settle the nerves, if you like, and settle into the team. Get your first goal. Ravel Morrison into the middle. It's away. Only as far as Gail Gomes, though. Now Tiru. Well, I guess one worrying thing is the lack of shots on target, but you know, we'll take a 3-0 victory on the first day over anything. Really. Here's Nydam. Now to Sutar. To Rodic. Oh, gets it forward bottom. Odemwonyi was there. So got a minute or so of added time, and Odemwonyi on a yellow card risked it all there. Here's Nazila back to Bialkowski. Come on, let's get our noggin on it. That's just poor. And I think that's where we've been weak today, sort of the long balls. We've been really, really weak, and that is a terrible pass, and they're probably going to score here. It's off the post. There you go. Clean sheet is lost, but I guess it doesn't matter too much at the end of the day. But I certainly would have preferred it if we could have kept that clean sheet. But Edwards with the assist there. 3-1, still a good performance. Just a little bit of complacency at the back there at the end, which is a shame, because we did look really, really solid. And that is again a lapse in concentration. And if they score here, you know, they've still got maybe one more chance, but they've made a mess of it. Goes back to Nick Pope. Come on, ref, blow your whistle, because I don't want to watch any more of this. Come on. Amankwa boots it clear. Is this going to be it? Yes, it is. Final whistle, 3-1. We've won our first game in the season. We're 3 of 10 points there. So now it equates to 7 points from 4 games, which sounds a lot easier than 10 from 5. But a good performance on the opening day. Pardon me, very, very pleased with that. Willock's out for 4 to 5 weeks. What about Bruno? 3 to 4 days, might not make it into the next match. But Sean Maguire on form. He was our top scorer last season, I believe, with 10 from 29. Was injured for a good deal of it, but I think he's going to do well. He scored 12 in 5 in pre-season. He has got the taste for it at the moment, and that is where we're going to leave it for this episode. We'll be back tomorrow with the next 2 installments of this 5-game stretch, and hopefully we'll be 9/10 of the way there by the end of the next episode. Let's hope so. If you've enjoyed that, make sure you do leave a like down below. It really does help me out. It means a lot to me as well. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager content, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.